Hey guys, Steve here from Scotch and Things. Sorry I haven't made a video in almost a week now. I've had just getting over a pretty bad sinus infection. I need to have sinus surgery. I just keep putting it off. It seems like once a winter I'll get a cold, and anytime I get a cold that just turns right into a sinus infection, and let me tell you, that is no fun. Excuse me, so if I'm coughing or sneezing or whatever, I'm sorry. I want to talk today about, and this is again just a discussion, and this is, I think, is a pretty interesting one. I saw yesterday, so I've read a couple articles. Yesterday it came out about the Army's new pistol, the SIG pistol that they picked over the Glock from the Army trials, and a bunch of issues that these guns were having. And you know, I've read a couple different articles now, and it's just kind of interesting to me. So I want to see, you know, kind of go over some of that stuff, and then you know, hopefully you guys chime in and give your thoughts. So the articles I've read that talks about, obviously this pistol had the same drop issue like the 320 did, because it's based off the 320, and so they fixed that issue. Well, let's back up real quick. One of the reasons, actually, you know what, we'll hit that in a second. So they fixed that issue with the triggers, and supposedly, not supposedly, it's some these triggers, the replacement triggers are starting, they say, to splinter. And I don't know exactly what that means, except, you know, like I would think splinter like a piece of wood, which seems real odd from a plastic or polymer trigger, but who knows. So they're having issues with the triggers splintering, and it didn't say if it was all of them or just a small sample size, but I thought that was weird. And then from there, and I might miss some of them, but some of them are just like, wow, really? Okay, so one of the next issues was the pistol is ejecting live rounds while it's ejecting spent brass. And what's that mean? Well, there's been some like live rounds are kicking out with the spent shell casing. So some guys are speculating, like, is there just a, you know, is that a simple fix? Is that just a magazine issue where it's too loose at the top and the spring is just, as the spent round is coming, the next round is just popping out too? I don't know. I don't know if anybody really knows, but that seems to be the consensus, that it's a mag issue, and it's just kicking live rounds out. And obviously the potential danger for that is, well, these are for soldiers, these are for warriors. You know, they have, this is their secondary weapon, but you don't want them in combat to be losing rounds if their life depends on it. So, which is just crazy. Next is, now let me get, you know, I'm not real big on the, you know, the names, and it's, I think they, so there's the full size, they make a full size and the compact. So let's see here, they are, so the Army also came out with a new ammunition for these weapons, and it's hollow point, and it seems that the SIG gun, it passed the stoppages test with the hollow points, and I think they have to, hold on, let me find it, I'm sorry, it's it was like 75%, or no, I'm sorry, that's not right. It was, well, it works well with, and it passes the test with the hollow points, but they also have, sorry guys, I have to check out this new GoPro. It turns off every once in a while, and I have no idea why. So it does okay with the ball rounds, and it seems to be failing the tests with the hollow, or I'm sorry, I got that backwards. It passes with the hollow points, but it fails their numbers with the ball rounds. And from my understanding, that's what they use most of the time. It was something like 60% in the one, and I can't, you guys can look it up. There's the full size and the compact, 60% in one and 70 in the other, something like that, whatever. Like I said, this is just a discussion. And then, so what's going on? And then there's also, so like I said, I'm just reading reports. There's another, you know, guy stating, oh, this is fake news. You know, I don't know if he's a SIG guy. I don't know if his stuff is made up, or you guys are gonna have to read the articles and decide for yourself. But he's claiming that this is only a small, and it probably is a small percentage of the guns out of whatever. So I've read 2 or 3 different articles stating about these malfunctions and problems with the gun, and only seen one stating that those are fake news. So take it for what it's worth, guys. Like I said, I'm no reporter. I'm just going off what I've read, and I want to talk to you guys about it and see what you think. So what should and then there's also reports, and this was one of the big contentions why Glock was, I don't know if they started a lawsuit or they put in a complaint, but one of the reports says, or one of the articles said, that the Army stopped testing early on these guns, on the SIGs, for whatever reason. And so is there potential, or are these guys getting their pockets lined by SIG? Who knows? Here's the thing though, like another article said that Glock came in at $100 million more in their bid, and that's, you know, that's a lot of money. But if SIG is selling parts, you know, to the Army for these broken guns, well, then they're making it back up. So, you know, if you're a SIG fan, if you're a Glock fan, hell, I thought that new Beretta that they came out with, the M1 whatever, you know, that tan one you guys have all seen, I thought that was a badass gun, and I've held that gun, and it just felt really good in the hand with that new grip. So, you know, hell, they could have stayed with that. But, you know, does Glock have a point? You know, people know Glocks run, and SIG has had some issues with this platform. You know, did they push it through the trials too soon? Did they rush to get it into the trials, and that's why it wasn't drop safe? And I don't know. So I want to know what you guys think. You know, if you love SIG, if you love Glock, I don't care. It's did the Army do the right thing by pushing this gun through and not fully vetting it and putting maybe soldiers' lives in danger? You know, is that a reach there? Well, I'm sure SIG will take care of everything, but can they lose the contract? I mean, I don't know how these kind of things work. Are they just gonna, you know, did they push the gun through and it's faulty, but they know they've got the contract, so now they can, you know, fix these issues? Who knows? Fake news, whatever it is, and that's, well, I've only seen one guy say that, and I've read 2 or 3 different articles stating the problems with the SIG. So I just thought it was kind of interesting. Does Glock have a, you know, a foot to stand on in their complaint or lawsuit? And I don't know how these things work. I don't think the Army's going to back out and ship the SIGs back to SIG and accept Glock, but, you know, maybe another branch will choose Glock or Beretta or whatever over the SIG. But it just seems like a kind of a weird issue. So, and let me know what you guys think. I appreciate your comments, you know, your feedback. Let's have a discussion about this. What should the Army do? What should SIG do? What should Glock do? If I were Beretta, I'd be pissed, man. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe, all those good, you know, good things. And glad to be back. Talk to you guys later. Bye.